Welcome back to the channel. I am Joe. This week we are at the campground, as you can kind of see, with the GX obviously and my camper. But it's about time to do a update on my NewAir dual zone fridge freezer. It's kind of in the shadows there. We've been using it. This is the second camping trip we've been using it. I've been using it in the garage. I've been using it like at home and stuff, doing some testing on it, and it's time to give you guys an update on how it's been performing. So that's right, I got this 80-quart dual zone NewAir fridge freezer that they were nice enough to send me in exchange for, of course, doing some videos, which I have to make videos anyway, so pretty fair trade there. It's a pretty good fridge freezer. There's a couple things about it that I'm going to share with you guys that are, I don't know, I kind of want to say it's more of a learning curve using a car refrigerator, more of a like positive or negative on the unit itself. But let's go ahead and flip the camera around, and I'm going to walk around and talk about a couple features and how it's been working. If you are unfamiliar with running a fridge freezer in your car, there's a difference between an electric cooler and an electric fridge. This actually has a compressor unit in the back that runs like the refrigerator in your house. It's not just like a cooling pump. There is a difference, like those $60 Coleman ones that you can get at Walmart. That is not a refrigerator, it's an electric cooler. Big difference. This one can be plugged in via 12 volt here. I currently actually have it plugged into the 110 inverter, plugged into shore power at the campground because I mean, why not? I have upgraded the GX from a regular lead acid battery to an AGM battery. I actually bought a AGM battery from Walmart. I upgraded the size. It's like a 850 cold cranking amp battery. The other battery really wasn't cutting it on this. This is a big unit, 80 quarts, dual zone, pulls quite a bit of juice. If it's hot outside, it's in the back of the car. If this hasn't been primed, like it's been chilled in your car for a considerable amount of time before you start using it, or via shore power at your house, and the stuff that you're putting in it is not completely cold, it's going to struggle. When this kicks on, you'll see the volt readout. Again, can't see it, but it was my experience. It's going to drop down to like 8 volts, and it's not going to have enough juice to kick the compressor on, even though if you have it set in the high or low mode where it will essentially run the car battery down before it turns the fridge off, it doesn't have enough juice to kick the refrigerator over. Like I said, this is more of kind of a learning curve with a car refrigerator. I don't know that it's necessarily a positive or negative on this particular unit. But since I've upgraded to the AGM battery and I've been paying much more attention to where I'm parked, in the shade, I have some windows cracked to keep air circulating, so I'm not just building up a big cloud of hot air in the car. I made sure to prime it, plug into my house. Before I used it, I put everything in it that was cold. It works a lot better, and that's honestly the same way with my 40-quart Costway fridge. So overall, I am happy with the unit. It's cool that the doors are reversible. You can flip them around. It doesn't have an app to control from your phone. It doesn't, I don't even know if most of these actually control them. It's more like you can monitor it from your phone. If you can see here, I put stickers on here because it's got dual temperature readouts for the front and rear. In the instruction manual, it's right or left, but since the doors can flip-flop depending on how you have it, this is always essentially going to be the front because you're always going to look at the controls. So that's what I did there. And again, the temperature fluctuations about 5 degrees plus or minus whatever temperature you have it set. Usually I keep my refrigerators, my car fridges at like 30 degrees. They'll drop down to 25, but it doesn't drop down long enough to actually freeze the stuff unless it's like something that's in the bottom and it stays covered and it's there for a couple days. You don't really have to worry about that, and then it will kind of go up to 35 and back and forth. What I can tell you that I've been happy with, the compressor in this, even though this is a big fridge and it's pumping a lot of juice and keeping stuff cold, That compressor's really quiet. We had some company a couple months ago, and so I had my Costway fridge plugged in at the house, so they could kind of have an extra fridge and we'd have some extra space. I cannot believe how loud that thing is compared to this. Now, I guess I don't know that I would call it loud. It's like the normal sound of a not extremely quiet house refrigerator, but it was enough for us to go, what is that? And then realize it was the refrigerator, and this is much quieter. So that's pretty cool. The insulation is not awesome on these, but I mean, it's half the price of an ARB fridge, and honestly, I don't know that those have better insulation, you know, in the lids and in the sides. There's plenty of it there. I just don't know about the quality of it. It is cool that this has a slide out handle, because 80 quarts of food and drink, you ain't gonna be moving that very well around without the handle. And of course there is wheels back there underneath my my tool bag. So quick summary, the fridge has been functioning very well, especially after I upgraded the battery. If you're gonna be getting a refrigerator in your car and any capacity of how you're gonna be using it, I can't recommend enough getting an AGM battery or better. There's actually better batteries than AGM batteries. Do a little bit of research, find out if you can upgrade the size of the battery that you're putting in. And if you're considering going dual batteries, I still can't recommend enough going AGM battery first, then considering dual batteries afterwards. Pay attention to how you're cooling it, whether you're plugging it into your house first or knowing that you're going to be using the fridge and you've got to go run around or whatever. Plug the fridge into your car, then go driving before you start putting stuff into it. If you just park up somewhere and plug it in and expect it to work, it's expecting a lot from any of these car refrigerators. Can be done, just not the smartest way to go about it. Like the refrigerator and freezer at your house, the more stuff that you keep in these, the more cold stuff that's in there, the easier it is for it to keep it cold. It's kind of acts as like a heat sink, but in reverse. The cold stays cold, and it's easier to keep it cold once it's cold. Again, do some trial runs, test it at your house, find out how powerful the battery is that you have, how powerful the battery that you upgraded is, how long it's going to take to get it down to temp, how many volts it's going to pull. Just do some trial runs before you go on a trip. And again, like I said, that goes for all of these refrigerator freezers, no matter the brand. And again, like I said, since I've gotten my battery figured out and kind of figured out a system on this big unit, it's worked flawlessly. I'm really impressed with it, and I cannot wait to keep using it. There you go, little review on the NewAir 80 quart dual zone fridge freezer. We've been loving it. Like I said, it was a little bit of a learning curve with me and the untested battery in the GX, figuring out that this does pull a lot more power than my other 40 quart fridge, but now that I've upgraded my battery, and if you're gonna be doing any kind of off-roading or outdoor stuff, and if you don't know the history of your car battery, an AGM battery is not that much more expensive, so it really is a good all-around investment. I went with the Walmart one. They're a little bit cheaper, and all I have to do is scan the barcode at any Walmart nationwide, and that will serve as the warranty. So I think it's a 4-year warranty on that battery. If I'm traveling around, no matter where I'm at, it goes bad, scan the barcode at Walmart, new battery. So there is that. Don't be afraid of like, oh, it's gonna kill my battery. Do some testing with it, with how full you pack it, how cold it needs to be, what your battery power is gonna be like at home. Run it around for the weekend, during the week, you know, test it overnight, just things like that. So we've been loving it a lot camping, because the fridge and the camper is relatively small. Fits a lot of our food and stuff in it, but with a family of 4 and all the drinks and the stuff that we carry around, to pack them all in there works really, really good. And once it gets a little bit less full, I'll probably pull it out of the car, set it next to the camper itself, and leave it plugged in. So like I said, check out links down below over to be able to purchase one of these, get 10% off the coupon code. And NewAir has been making some really great stuff from what I can tell. They might be new to the fridge freezer car market, But if you go on Amazon, check out what they've been selling as far as home and office mini fridges and wine cooler fridges and stuff like that. They've been selling tons of them for quite a while and getting excellent reviews, so I wouldn't be afraid of that. Follow the links over to my Instagram and Facebook as well into the description, and there will also be a unboxing video from when I first got this fridge that I will link. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, comments, questions down below. I'll be happy to address anything that you want to know about this. I'll probably do at least one more video as the summer progresses, and until next time, thank you for watching, take care, goodbye.